everybody. As you can probably tell by the title, I will be doing a TBR, which is a to be read. So here right now I have 6 books that I would like to try to get reading. I guess now I think about it, I don't think I'll be able to read, start reading all of them this year, unless but probably not. There's some other books I do want to read, but I don't have them right here with me right now. They are downstairs at the moment, so I'm just gonna review these ones right now. Okay, so here's the first book. It's called Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. Here's the summary. They say you can never go home again. And for Persephone Fraser, ever since she made the biggest mistake of her life a decade ago, that has felt too true. Instead of spending glittering summers on the lake shore of her childhood, she stays home in a stylish apartment in the city, keeping everyone a safe distance from her heart. Until she receives a call that sends her racing back to to the orbit of Sam Florek, the man she never thought she'd have to live without. For 6 summers, through hazy afternoons on the water and warm summer nights, working in his family's restaurant, Percy and Sam had been inseparable. Eventually that friendship had turned into something more, before it fell spectacularly apart. When Percy returns to the lake for Sam's mother's funeral, their connection is as undeniable as it always has been. But until Percy can confront the decision she made, told over the course of 6 years in one weekend, Every Summer After is a gorgeously nostalgic look at love and the people and choices that mark us forever. So yeah, sorry about my dog in the background. But yeah, so this is what Every Summer After is about. I think I might read it next. I'm not totally sure though. Let's look. Okay, so the next book we have here is called King of Wrath by Anna Huang. I'm not sure. This is like the summary of it. Ruthless, meticulous, arrogant. Billionaire CEO Dante Russo thrives on control, both personally and professionally. He never planned to marry, until the threat of blackmail forces him into an engagement with a woman he barely knows. Vivian Lowe, jewelry heiress of the daughter of his newest enemy. The wife he never wanted, and the weakness he never saw coming. It doesn't matter how beautiful or charming she is. Dante will do everything in his power to destroy the blackmail. There's only one problem. Now that he has her, he can't bring himself to let her go. Elegant, ambitious, well-mannered. Vivian Lowe is the perfect daughter, and her family take it into the highest of society. Marrying a blue-blooded Russo means opening doors that would otherwise remain closed to her new money parents. While the rude, elusive Dante isn't her idea of a dream partner, she agrees to their arranged marriage out of duty. Craving his touch was never part of the plan. Neither was the worst possible outcome, falling in love with her future husband. So, that's that. I don't know exactly what I'm going to read this one, but it does sound good. So, yeah. Next we have Heart Bones by Colleen Hoover. Here's the summary of this one. Bea Grimm has only ever known a life of poverty and neglect. After surviving by any means necessary, she finally has a hard-earned ticket out of Kentucky with a full ride to Penn State. 2 short months before she's finally free, an unexpected death leaves her homeless and forced to spend the remainder of summer in Venezuela in Texas, with a father she barely knows. Begging the summer to go by quickly and hoping to remain as invisible as possible, Bea wants nothing to do with Samson, the wealthy, brooding guy who lives next door to her father, who couldn't possibly understand where Bea's coming from or what she's been through. But with an almost immediate connection too intense for them to deny, and futures leaving them to opposite ends of the country, Bea and Samson to stay in the shallow end of a summer fling, neither of them realizing that a rip current is about to drag both of their hearts out to sea. Honestly, I love romance books, so I think this is definitely one that I am gonna really like. So yeah, on to the next book. Okay, this one is called Find Me by Andre Ackman. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing these names right. Elio believes he has left behind his first love, but as an affair with an older man intensifies, his thoughts turn to the past and to Oliver. Oliver, a college professor, husband, and father, is preparing to leave New York. Imminent trip stirs up longing and regret, awakening the old desire, propelling him towards a decision that could change everything. In Call Me By Your Name, we fell in love with Oliver and Elio. He returns to these unforgettable characters, exploring how love can ripple out from the past into the future. You'll see, I don't usually read books like this, but sounds promising. November 9 by Colleen Hoover. Ellen meets Ben, an aspiring novelist, the day before her scheduled cross-country move. Their ultimate attraction leads them to spend Fallon's last day in LA together, and her eventful life becomes the creative inspiration Ben has always sought for his novel. Over time, and amidst the various relationships and tribulations of their own separate lives, they continue to meet on the same date every year, until one day Fallon becomes unsure if Ben has been telling her the truth or fabricating a perfect reality for the sake of the ultimate plot twist. Can Ben's relationship with Fallon and simultaneously, okay, whatever, his novel be considered a love story if it ends in heartbreak? Again, I do like romance books, so I think I'll probably like this one. The last book, The Rewind. When college sweethearts Frankie and Ezra broke up before graduation, they vowed never to speak to each other again. 10 years later, on the eve of the new millennium, they find themselves back on their snowy New England campus for the wedding of mutual friends. Frankie's on the rise as a music manager for the hottest bands of the late 90s, and Ezra's ready to propose to his girlfriend. After the wedding, everything is going to plan. They just have to avoid emotions brought up when they inevitably come face to face. But when they wake up in bed next to each other the following morning with Ezra's grandmother's diamond on Frankie's finger, they have zero memory of how they got there, or about any of the events that had transpired the night before. Now Frankie and Ezra have to put aside old grievances in order to find out what happened, what didn't happen, and to ask themselves the most troubling questions of all. What if they both got it all wrong the first time around? Seems pretty interesting. So yeah, all these books sound pretty good. Some of them, I don't typically read those types of books as much, but yeah. I think that is going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Bye!